A warm welcome to Birmingham in the middle of England. It's a slightly cloudy picture on your screens at the moment, but we're awaiting the first match of the men's competition, the blind football at the IBSA World Games. My name is Rob Scanlon. I've got Dixie Dean alongside me. Very much looking forward to the first match in Group A between Japan and Italy. The players take to the field, the two flags being held aloft by the volunteers, the hard-working volunteers from across the globe that are helping out in this competition. We've had a fantastic start to the women's competition, but this is the first game in the men's contest. There are 4 groups, 16 teams from across the globe, including the champions of the world, Brazil, the much fancied one in Group D. In this one, well, it's Italy, who are a very strong outfit, but they'll come up against a very strong Japanese side today as we await the national anthems for both countries.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Japan. Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Italy. Introducing the team from Japan.
The national anthems of Japan and Italy. Let's take a check on the teams then for this big encounter here in Birmingham. Starting with Japan. Goalkeeper is Sato Daisuke. Number 3, Roberto Izumi Sasak. Number 6 is Taichi Hirabashai. Number 8, Masaki Goto. Number 10 is their captain, Ryo Kawamura. On the subs bench, they've got sub-goalkeeper Kenya Izumi. Number 5, Tomonari Kuroda. Number 11 is Kento Torin. Number 14, Yazuki Shinobi. And number 7, Akihito Tanaka. Their guide is Tomohito Ubashai. And their coach is Ichi Nakagawa. Let's go through the Italy lineup. In goal, they'll have number 1, Giacomo Cherry. Number 2 is Jacopo Lilli. Number 9, Nicolo Mauro. Number 10, Francisco Cavallotto. Number 7, star player Paul Yobo. Subs bench, they've got subkeeper number 12, Andrea Chiellini. Number 11 is Valerio Aranjo Fabo. Number 5 is Damiano Junta. Number 8, Massimo Dataliro. And number 4 is Brian Ramirez. Coached by Michele Pugliese, and their guide is Giancarlo Bruni. 16 teams from 4 different continents. 3 places up for grabs in the 2024 Paris Paralympic Games. Big competition this. It's great to be bringing it to you live from Birmingham. It's the first of 2 Group A games today. Japan against Italy, followed by Thailand against Turkey. And then we move into Group B with the old rivalries of England against Germany. And also Argentina against China. Argentina beaten in the last final by Brazil, who are the world champions. They're in Group D. We'll see them later on this week. But for now, it's Samurai versus Azura. Italy qualified by finishing 5th in the Euros in Italy last year for this tournament. So Dixie Dean, the former England goalkeeper, alongside me. Who's the favourite, do you think, to win this first game?
Difficult to call, Rob, but I think Japan will probably edge it. I know they train an awful lot together, and they enter most tournaments around the world, so they'll have a lot of cohesion amongst their players. They're used to playing on stages like this, whereas perhaps the Italy side is a little bit more inexperienced. But Italy have got 1 or 2 star players in their lineup, so it should be a good matchup. Different styles. I think Japan will try and pass the ball around, and I think Italy will probably go a little bit more direct. But interesting game, and I think the viewers will notice the difference in pace of the game as well. It will be fast and frantic for sure, and the referees will definitely have their work cut out as well.
We're on the 3G pitch here at Bournebrook in the Birmingham University campus. The Athletes Village just a short walk away. All the players staying there for the duration of this tournament. The final takes place in 10 days' time. This is the opening group stage game, and Italy revving themselves up ahead of this first clash. Captained by Nicolo Mauro. As I say, number 7, Paul Yobo, scored a hat-trick against Poland not too long ago, and he's going to be a big threat. France, Turkey, Morocco and China have all qualified already for Paris 2024. France obviously the host nation. I don't know if you've seen, Dixie, the pitch there. It's under the shadow of the Eiffel Tower. It's a spectacular venue, and obviously every team will want to be there.
Yeah, I've seen the artist's impression of it, and you're right, it's right underneath the Eiffel Tower. Absolutely fantastic venue, so I'm sure all these teams will be really keen to get there and showcase their skills on a world platform like the Paralympics.
We're about to get underway then. Japan against Italy. It's going to be Italy to kick off. They're going to kick from right. In fact, I apologise, it's Japan who are kicking from right to left, and they're kicking off in the all-blue kit with the white trim, white numbers on the back of their shirts. Italy in their change strip of all white. A little bit of black trim and the 3 colours of the Italian flag on their chests. Hirabayashi and Izumu Sasaki about to get us underway. Germinal Lebrano is the first referee from Argentina. Attila Balint is the Romanian second official. And we're up and running then in the men's blind football World Championships. Kawamura, the Japanese captain, crowded out near sideboard by Yobo, who knocks it back to his goalkeeper, Sherry. He hits it to the far sideboard. It's collected by Cavallotto. Taken off him by Goto for Japan. Cavallotto gets back at him. And it's right by the far sideboard on the halfway line. Japan in possession, but under a bit of pressure. Hirabayashi runs cross-field, gets to the left wing, runs out of space, gets a little bit of a nudge, and it's out of play for an Italian restart. Sherry, in the luminous orange goalkeeping jersey, throws the ball out, and Italy tried to build an attack down the right-hand side with Yobo. Tall figure, number 7 on his back, muscular frame, gets into the centre circle, offloads it, and Niccolò Mauro, the captain, just got into the area, but he was unable to get a shot on goal, and Japan can counter-attack now. It's broken up by Yobo, runs into the middle third, very, very sharp across the field, and left-footed he drives across goal, and it's wide. Early danger signs there.
Yeah, to us as well, Rob.
Yeah, not far from us in the commentary position, that one. As Japan play the ball out of play. Hirabayashi can only find touch, and it's an Italian ball. Cavallotto for Italy. Central position, just inside the middle third. Blunts the ball down the right-hand side, looking for Yobo. Yobo, Italia, written on his back. He's under a bit of pressure, can't hold on to the ball, and it's a counter-attack here from Goto, the number 8 for Japan. Just steps on the ball as he gets into the Italian third, and now they can get bodies back. There's 3 players back, and there's a trainer loose on the field, so I think the referee's going to have to stop play here, and he does. There's a mask, in fact, that's down on the ground. Mauro, the Italian skipper. So there's a drop ball here, close to the near sideboard, on the cusp of the Italian defensive third. Kawamura is over it for Japan. Number 10, red captain's armband on his left sleeve. The blue Japanese kit. He gets the ball. Kawamura gets into the area. A little bit of a nudge back. Still with the ball at his feet. Back to goal. Spins. Tries to get a shot in here. Then twists back. Kawamura with a left-footed shot. It's sliced wide. The right-hand post of Giacomo Cherry's goal. 0-0. Enterprising start though from both sides. 2.5 minutes in. So a replay of that one. As Italy tried to launch an attack. Cavallotto looks for Yobo with this pass along to the near sideboard. He's got 4 blue shirts paying him close attention. Yobo manages to muscle the ball across to Cavallotto. But it's Japan who break here with Goto, number 8. He's approaching the penalty area, but away come Italy, down the centre. Taken up by Izumi Sasaki, and the Japanese defender does run it out, and it's a corner to Italy. You see an Italian flag draped over the back of the stand on the far side. They've got this corner. Mauro, the skipper, is there. Yobo's waiting in the penalty area. Cavallotto has it. Retreats into the middle third, and he's lost possession. His opposite number 10, Kawamura. He's well shielded there by Jacopo Lilli. Number 2 for Italy. He's forced Kawamura wide, but Kawamura into the middle now. 8 metres out, shoots across goal and just wide. Dixie Dean, what have you made of the opening exchanges?
Yeah, it's been a good start by both teams. Italy got straight into their stride, and after the first minute or so, Japan started finding their feet as well, so good start to the game.
Cavallotto for Italy goes long down the right-hand side to Paul Yobo. Yobo inside the penalty area, left-footed drive this time, and again just narrowly wide across goal. Sato Tsuki not called into any action there in the Japanese goal, but snapshot from Paul Yobo, lively, quick, 2-footed, not far wide there at the right-hand post. Goto has a shot under significant pressure from the edge of the area, and it drifts harmlessly wide along the ground. Italy kicking from left to right in this first half. Attack down their left. Yobo's trying to snatch possession, but away come Japan through Goto. He's upended by Yobo. Yobo then chips it back to his goalkeeper, and Sherry can start the play again. Finds Yobo close to the near sideboard. Yobo cuts in field. Hits the far sideboard now with Cavallotto. Good twist, good turn. Cavallotto, can he get a shot away here? He's into the penalty area, right-footed, saved. Has another attempt at it, but he's not got quite the pace on that second effort, and it dribbles wide. Good save by Dasuki. Nice work from Cavallotto. Italy posing a threat once again. It's a mile a minute at the moment. Taichi Hirabayashi has a shot, and it hits the outside, the frame of the goal. Trying to beat Sherry at his near post there. And it's just going to be a pause for breath for everyone, I think, because there was a coming together between Paul Yobo and Izumi Sasaki off the field. Both players are fine, and a nice embrace to make sure they're both all good. And a timeout has been called. It's going to be a substitution here for Italy. So Nicolo Mauro comes off, and on comes Valerio Aranjo Fabo. Number 11 for Italy. Japan readying a substitute as well. Whether they're going to bring him on now? Yes, they are. Tomonari Kuroda is coming on for Masaki Goto. So both teams shuffling the pack. Italy have this restart with their goalkeeper Giacomo Sherry. Finds the number 10, Francisco Cavallotto. Knocks it long to Paul Yobo. Turns, and a snapshot with the left foot this time. And it's quite far wide in the end. Hurled out by Japan, straight downfield all the way through. Nearly found Kuroda. And his first touch could have been a goal there, Dixie D.
Yeah, the keeper's thrown it quite fiercely down the middle there, and he's laid down in the box trying to collect it, but sadly for him, was just evaded his control. But it's a great game at the start.
Another chance for Japan down the right. A shot comes in across goal. It's wide from Hirabayashi. Chances at both ends. Really fast-paced to this one. Cavallotto has the ball in the right-back position for Italy. A scooped ball forward towards Yobo. It bounces and evades the attentions of Yobo and goes through for a Japan ball. Taken quickly, but miscued as it was tried to control there. Hirabayashi, and it's back with Italy now. Long throw to the near sideboard in Paul Yobo. Crossfield pass. There wasn't much pace on it, allowed Japan to get bodies round it. Torrell has just fouled Kuroda. Sorry, Faber has just fouled Kuroda there, and it'll be a Japan free kick. Just on as a sub, Valerio Aranjo Fabo, and penalised for that one. So that's the first foul on the board for Italy. So the first 8-metre penalty of the games so far in the women's match, in the last match that England and Morocco played out a 0-0 draw. England missed that 8-metre penalty. Japan topped the group in the women's section, 6 points, 100% record so far, haven't conceded a goal. The men haven't yet either, but they're still to score. 0-0. 6.5 minutes have been played almost. And it's a corner to Japan. 3 in the wall for Italy, organised by Giacomo Cherry. Karamura, Japanese captain, collects the ball, twists infield, then back down the right wing, runs into a bit of traffic, and it's going to be cleared, you'd think, by Italy here. It's only as far as the corner. Fabo with the last touch. Corner on the far side for Japan in the all blue kit with the white trim. Lots of interest in this game, lots of photographers and TV cameras. The men's competition getting underway here in Birmingham. As Japan attack, and a stubbed effort there in the end. That's easily gathered by Sherry, who then throws the ball out quickly. Cavallotto, the number 10, down the left wing, shoots straight at goal. Disuki makes the clean catch and throws the ball out to the yellow-booted number 5, Kuroda, on as a sub. He loses the ball though, and a scuffed effort this time from Italy's Fabo. And it is back with Italy. Cavallotto looking for the feet of Paul Yobo, but misses out, and it trickles all the way through and out for Japan restart. There's just an injury here to Italy's Valerio Aranjo Fabo, so needs to be seen to. In fact, it's a dislodged eye mask. We're going to have a timeout here. Almost the midway point of the first half. There's some blood on the nose there of Italy's number 11, so that'll have to be treated. We'll see if they make a change. But Dixie Dean, halfway through the first half, and it's been a good contest so far, would you say? Yeah,
it's a little bit frantic at the moment. Both teams are obviously well fired up for this. They've been here for a few days now and want to get out on the pitch and show their skills off. So understandably, a little bit over enthusiastic, shall we say, for the game. But I'm sure it'll settle down and we'll see some good football. But Italy look sharp on the break. I must admit, the big tall number 7 is he's some player, and he will shoot for basically any position on the pitch. And the Japanese are a little bit more tactical and will try and pass it around.
Timeout finished. Seeing if Italy have been forced into a change here. At the moment, they've just got the 3 outfield players. In fact, no. Damiano Junta is coming on. So on comes the number 5 for Italy, after that injury to Valerio Aranjo-Febo. So he's off the field at the moment, the number 11, and Damiano Junta is on. Japan throw it long, straight down to Sherry in the Italy goal, away to our left-hand side. He can start in the left-back slot with Cavallotto, who's under a bit of pressure. Kuroda, but Italy come away with it over the halfway line. Good run this, excellent run towards the penalty area, held up, Lily's held up there, made a bursting run from deep, but it's Japan who come down the right wing. Kuroda just treads on the ball as he was approaching the penalty area, has to try and retrieve it on the far sideboard. Kuroda does well. The number 5 for Japan, 8 metres out, shoots! Diving save to his right-hand side by Cherry. Forward come Italy down the centre, but it's a bit disjointed at the moment from the Italians. It's Japan who look the more likely scorers. Hirabayashi shot wide from a tight angle down the left-hand side. On throw from Cherry. And seeking out Yobo, but it doesn't reach him. And it's now back in the middle third. The ball hits the near sideboard. And it's Japan's ball. Retrieved by Hirabayashi. And free kick given. Japan's way. That's the second foul. The second foul that Italy have made in this first half. They've got a free kick, Japan, just about on halfway, close to the near boards. Nice bit of trickery from Hirabayashi, gets towards the penalty area, shoots and scores! The opening goal of the men's blind football tournament goes the way of Japan. Taichi Hirabayashi with a nice shot across goal. Lovely dribbling from the free kick on halfway. Ran across to the far side, shot back across goal. And he's wearing something put on his head to celebrate there. And well he might, because that was a nice goal, nice finish down to Cherry's right hand side. Coaching staff have a, was that a samurai headdress or something like that? And that's what it looked like. They were putting it on his head. It only lasted about a second and then it was taken off. Maybe save that for when you're 3-0 up or something, perhaps. As Italy get the game restarted. And it's Yobo. Turns brilliantly away from 2. Still in the middle third though, and the whistle goes. And Yobo wins a free kick for his side. So Japan take the lead with the run of play, you'd have to say, Dixie.
Yes, I would have said so. It was a lovely goal. He sort of weaved in and out and did a bit of a slalom from the halfway line and he's cut the ball back across himself and left the keeper a little chance. Really, excellent strike and wild celebrations in the Japanese gazebo.
Free kick to Italy though. Can they get an equaliser? Cavallotto has a shot, pop shot from long range, which is charged down. It's going to run all the way back to his goalkeeper, Sherry. Launches it towards Yobo, who's inside the Japanese penalty area, but it doesn't reach him again. Japan organised in defence, get their positioning spot on. Karamura, Japanese captain, is competing for the ball. It's near sideboard. There's two Japanese players there. Karamura gets it away from Yobo and over halfway. Picked up by Cavallotto. Still the action near to this near sideboard. It hits it now. Here's Yobo inside the Japanese defensive third. Karamura carries it away. Goes to ground, then gets up. Karamura tries to drift in field and just loses his footing, but spreads it across to Kuroda. Kuroda cuts away from three white-shirted Italians, and eventually it goes back to Sherry, who knocks it long. Here's Yobo, picks up the loose ball and immediately turns on the accelerator, tries to get down the left-hand side. Snuffed out there by three defenders. And it's just a bit scrappy down the right of Japan, but here comes the attack from Kuroda. Moves from right to left, from far side to near, and then it's overrun and out for a corner to Japan. So Japan are preparing a substitute. Yuzuki Sonobe about to come on, the number 14. Sonobe comes on for Tomonari Kuroda, who himself was a substitute, so just keeping everyone fresh here, Japan. It is an increasingly warm day here in Birmingham, UK's second city. Real footballing hotbed with the likes of Birmingham and City and Aston Villa on the doorstep. Nice from Sonobe, comes on, gets a good ovation, acknowledges the support. Flailing right arm there as he trots into the Italy penalty area to await this corner kick. There we go, Karamura turns back towards the corner area. He's under pressure, 4 Italian players around him. Karamura goes down, retrieves the loose ball. He's wide on the right hand side now, tries to cut back in, doesn't manage to get away from Cavallotto. Cavallotto holding play up at the moment, deep in his own territory on the far side. Significant pressure from the sub Sonobe. Italy can't get it away yet, and Sonobe has it. Cavallotto's still with him, breathing down his neck on the far sideboard. The ball just stuck at the moment. Cavallotto won't give it up as Sonobe tries to twist clear. And eventually the whistle goes and it's a free kick to Italy. And a substitution for Italy. Francisco Cavallotto is making way. And we're seeing the return of Valerio Aranjo Fibo, who got a bit of a bloody nose earlier on, but seems to be okay. Been patched up, he's ready to continue. sun shining brightly here in Birmingham as Italy take this free kick deep in their own territory, left-hand side, in the left-back position. Now it's in the middle third. Sonobe steps on the ball and it allows Yobo to pounce. Sonobe back at it though. Sonobe trying to drift down the near sideboard with the ball. Doesn't have clear possession at the moment. And the whistle goes, foul against Sonobe, I think in the...
Yeah, he's given a foul against the Japanese. Though he must have been pushing, we couldn't see from our angle, Rob. But he must have been pushing the Italian player, so it's another free kick to Italy.
And Italy tried to play it back to their goalkeeper, but the pass is just offline by Junta, and it's a cheap corner to concede in the end there.
Yeah, totally unnecessary. He could have played it up the line into the attacking half of the pitch, but he decided to go back to his goalkeeper and misplaced it by at least 3 or 4 yards. So, yeah, if they score from this, they're not going to be happy.
Corners drilled across goal. Ball's loose for Yobo to pick up in the left-back slot for Italy. Hirabayashi. The goal scorer. And the whistle goes again, and Japan are going to make another change here. Masaki Goto coming back on for Yuzuki Sonobe.
Substitution Italy. Number 5, out.
So Masaki Goto, comes on and about to restart the second half. Just under 2.5 minutes left. Japan leading by goal to nil. Paul Yobo for Italy loses the ball on halfway, allows Japan to sneak in and shoots and hit the base of the post. I think there was a good effort across goal. And Giacomo Cherry diving to his right hand side, drilled low drive. It's back with Yobo in the right back berth for Italy, and the whistle goes against Masaki Goto for an infringement as we see this shot back. Masaki Goto grazing the post there. Right-footed effort. Stole away from a couple of markers. Good shot across goal, hit the base of the post. So Japan enjoying the lion's share of possession and the best chances in this first half. What can Paul Yobo do about that? He's in the middle third. He's got 2 players for company, and in the end he wins a free kick, much to the bemusement of Masaki Goto in the Japanese midfield area. Two fouls apiece now in this first half for Japan and Italy. Italy call a timeout. Minute and a half left in this first half.
And it's getting a little bit warm in this gazebo. Sun's beating down on us in here, and in the tent. Oh, there's a phone again. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, it's been a good opening to the game. Fast and furious as we expected. Japan deservedly take the lead, I think. Out of the two sides, they've been the better one. But with Yobo up front, Italy certainly got an outlet. And they'll keep on using him, I'm sure. He's a big, strong lad. So we're just about to get going again. And I'll pass you back over to Rob.
Opening match of the men's blind football tournament. Japan against Italy. Italy have a free kick, which Yobo is after. It's 5 or 6 yards in from the far sideboard, but it is still in the middle third of the pitch, so 3-person wall has been organised. Yobo takes the free kick. Challenged. Forced back into the middle third. Japanese flag bristles in the breeze on the far stand. As Yobo tries again down the left-hand side, but Japan well organised in defence, and Yobo clatters into Izumi Sazak and concedes a free kick. So that's the 3rd foul that Italy have committed in this first half. Free kick will be taken close to the far sideboard, just into the middle third territory, and taken and hit long by Japan all the way through to Cherry in the Italy goal, who launches it downfield, pinged back by the Japanese defence, picked up by Yobo in the middle third. Yobo has a shot, minimal backlift, left-footed, but it was blocked, and it's back in the Italian defence now with Lilly. Lilly rolls it gently down the near touchline, and there's Yobo, who picks up possession, but as he runs into the centre circle, he's challenged and is blocked. Japan come down the right hand side. Yobo back doing some defensive work as the ball scrambles through to Cherry in the Italy goal, and Cherry launches it downfield looking for Cavallotto. And the ball goes all the way through for a Japanese restart, and the ball nearly snuck through to Masaki Goto there, who was hanging around the goal. Instead it's Kawamura in the middle third. Kawamura, the Japanese captain, twists back on his left foot. He's into the Italian third now. He might have just picked up a slight knock there when he trod on the ball and just was momentarily limping. But that is the last action of the first half. A lot of endeavour, a lot of work rate from both sides, and a goal of real quality to separate them through Taichi Hirabayashi. You'll see that now, I'm sure, in these first half highlights. The opening match of the men's competition. Paul Yobo, we earmarked him as being a danger man for Italy. He had a couple of efforts early on, but Japan came back into the game, and I think probably shaded matters in this first half. Cavallotto had a shot straight at Disuki. But Dixie Dean, I think perhaps a fair scoreline, do you think?
Yes, I think so. To be fair, I think Italy started the best. The first couple of minutes of the encounter, Italy were certainly pushing the Japanese back, but as the game went on, Japan grew into it and started passing the ball around. They're quite tough, and they'll put their foot in the Japanese. So not too concerned about it. If it does, sort of get a bit rough and tumble, they'll have some of that. But as I say, as the first half wore on, it looked more and more increasingly likely that Japan would be adding to their scoreline rather than Italy scoring.
Hirabayashi's goal separates the sides. It stemmed from that free kick. Lovely finish into the bottom right corner of Cherry's goal. He also hit the base of the post. Did Japan through Goto. And they've been a threat throughout. And it's been an interesting first 15 minutes. I hope you've enjoyed it. Japan lead by a 0-0. We're going to take a break and let's look back on the rules just to refresh your memory of blind football, and a word from IBSA as well.
It's fast, technical and tense. This is your guide to five-a-side football. There are 5 players per team, 4 outfield players and a goalkeeper. The aim of the sport is to score a goal by kicking the ball into your opponent's goal, and at the end of the game, whoever scored the most wins. Players must wear eye shades to ensure that all players have the same level of vision. That is apart from the goalkeepers, who aren't required to wear eye shades and can be fully sighted. Their job is to keep the ball from going in the goal behind them. But how do the players on the field know where the ball, or indeed the goal, is? Well, the ball in blind football is specially designed to make sound whenever it moves. Also, each team has a guide behind the opposition goal to help direct them. Each player is required to shout "Voy" when going for the ball. This ensures every player has the cues they need to help build a picture of what's going on and what to do next in defence or attack. To help this, total silence is required from the crowd until a goal goes in. Voy is Spanish for go, and it was the Spanish who were credited with originally developing blind football in the 1920s. As well as the Paralympics, teams from all corners of the world can compete at World, European, Asian, African and America's Championships, as well as a World Grand Prix.
Blind football can be played by both men and women, with the historic first Women's World Championships coming up in 2023.
So what are you waiting for? Give it a try.
IBSA, International Blind Sports Federation, presents, with the support of the International Paralympic Committee, IBSA Anti-Doping App, the first application of its kind in the Paralympic movement, specifically designed for blind and visually impaired people. Athletes, coaches, medical staff, managers, and the public in general now have a powerful tool to stay focused on the principles of clean sport. Scrolling down the main menu, you can find all the important themes you need to know to play fair and be alert to testing procedures and necessary adaptations for athletes with visual impairments. IBSA gives top priority to anti-doping control, being the only international federation with 3 sports in the Paralympic family: goalball, football and judo. IBSA Anti-Doping App has external links, namely to WADA, where our sport agents can always find the most updated information, especially the list of prohibited substances and methods. Glory in sport can only be achieved by the athlete's awareness of their rights and responsibilities. You can find them on the IBSA Anti-Doping App. IBSA is continuously promoting anti-doping education to all its affiliate athletes and sport agents, not only about the consequences of the use of doping and the risk of using supplements. IBSA believes that education is the major tool to fight doping in sport. Informed athletes can make better decisions. Download the app now at the usual operating system stores.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have seen history being made today.
Such a great team at these championships.
IBSA. Beyond sight, feel the sport.
Welcome back to Bournebrook, the University of Birmingham Sports Campus, for the second half of Japan against Italy, the Men's Blind Football World Championships. Japan leading through Taichi Hirabayashi's goal to 0. Italy starting the second half as they started the first half, with the same team, Giacomo Cherry in goal and number 1. Nicolo Mauro is their captain, number 9. Jacopo Lilli is number 2. Number 10 is Francesco Cavallotto, and number 7 is Paul Yobo. Italy are going to kick us off in this second half, kicking from right to left in their all-white strip, with dark blue numbers on the back of their shirts and Italia spelled out with the 3 colours of the Italian flag also displayed on the backs of the shirts. Cavallotto gets us underway, looks for Paul Yobo, who's hovering around the edge of the penalty area. He's challenged by the captain Kawamura. Ball still loose and live in the edge of the penalty area, but run clear by Japan over the halfway line now, with the goal scorer Hirabayashi. Great run this from near side to the far side. He's still got the ball. Hirabayashi is finally stopped. It's a rampaging run, that. Japan also starting the second half with the team that they named at the start, which we'll go through in a minute, as Yobo tries to rampage his way through the middle, but is checked and goes to ground. And that's a referee timeout at the moment. So it allows me to go through the Japanese team. Number 1 is the goalkeeper Seito Desuki. Number 3, Roberto Izumi Sasak. Number 6 is Taichi Hirabayashi, the goal scorer. Number 8 is Masaki Goto, and number 10, Ryo Kawamura. Japan are coached by Ichi Nakagawa. Their guide is Tomohito Hirabayashi. Whereas Italy coached by Michele Pugliese, and their guide is Giancarlo Bruni. Japan kicking from left to right in this second half, leading by a goal to 0 and winning a corner early in this second 15 minutes. It remains very bright and sunny and warm here in Birmingham. Different conditions to yesterday on the first day of the women's competition. Some rainfall throughout the day, whereas today it's been bright and very pleasant. Corner to be taken then. Hirabayashi.
Yeah, the wall's broken. Has the wall broken to her? That's what I thought he gave it for. Oh, he's giving a free kick to Italy. I'd like to see that again.
Right on the edge of the D of the penalty area for Italy. Jacopo Lilli clips it forward, finds Cavallotto, number 10. He's back to goal. They lose possession, and it's the Japanese who come down the left with Kawamura. He goes to ground, and the ball rolls out for an Italian restart. Just looking back on the decision to take that free kick. Dixie. Infringement there by Masaki Goto.
Yeah, well, I think it was half a dozen 1/6 of another to himself. But yeah, he gave the free kick to Italy. So
here's Paul Yobo. It's crowded out by 3 Japanese players and forced to go over to the far sideboard, just into the defensive third of Japan. And it's Japan who are able to get the ball clear. Close control from the goal scorer Hirabayashi, and he's fouled on his way towards the halfway line. a free kick to Japan. Yerminal Lebrano is the first referee from Argentina. Attila Balint is from Romania. And the officials telling the Italian guide to just calm down. And I don't know if you heard the noise emanating from the Italian camp during the interval, but I don't think the coach was very happy with what he saw in the first 15 minutes.
Well, with the Italians, the Latin spirit and the hot-headedness, it tends to spill over somewhat sometimes, but it's all good-natured stuff. But
great passion for the game as Hirabayashi comes down the right-hand side of Japan. He's been hugged against the near sideboard now and held up. Hirabayashi against Cavallotto. Cavallotto wins out and kicks it long from the left-back position to the right wing, where Yobo will try and chase it down and puts the defender under pressure, who goes to ground. Izumi Sasaki. And the whistle has gone. And it's a Japanese ball. They restart quickly with the keeper. Italy break that one up though, and here's Cavallotto, the number 10 for Italy in the all-white kit. 3 blue shirts around him inside the middle third, close to the near sideboard, and Cavallotto bundles his way through but can't quite get to the penalty area, and it's back inside the centre circle. Mauro, the captain, Nicolo Mauro. Still got the ball down the right, but eventually challenged. Izumi Sasaki does well. Not much in the way of chances so far in this second half, but can Italy fashion something here? Mauro, and now Yobo with a shot deflected wide. Yobo with a left-footed effort there, got a deflection and squirmed wide of the goal to Disuki's right-hand side. Not too far away.
No, he's definitely got a shoot on sight policy. It's not a bad thing to have. He's a big lad. He can strikes the ball really well. So I don't blame him from hitting the ball when he gets to 7 or 8 meters away from goal.
Italy preparing a sub here. Valerio Aranjo Febo coming on. So we look back on that previous chance from Yobo, deflection on it and spun wide. So the change coming here for Italy is the captains making way. Nicolo Mauro, and on comes Valerio Aranjo Febo. Played 4 minutes of this second half. Japan still leading the opening group game by a 1-0. Italy play it from the near side to the far side. Look to build something down the right, but there's Japan with Hirabayashi. Comes away with it into the middle third, but he's upended. And I think he's picked up a knock here. Hirabayashi just coming over to this near sideboard. And he goes down in a bit of a crumpled heap. I think it's his left knee that he's nursing here.
Yeah, it was a clumsy challenge by the big number 7, Italian. No, sorry, I do apologise. It was Italian number 10. Clumsy challenge, lashed out, and the Japanese lad's got a knock on the knee. Doesn't look too comfortable at all.
So that's 2 fouls already in the second half for Italy. You can see that one back now. Yobo was there. And at the moment, the goal scorer, Hirabayashi, is receiving treatment at the near sideboard on the halfway line. I'm not sure he's going to be able to continue here. He's not.
When the teams are at full strength, Rob, if the trainer has to come on and have a look at the player's got to leave the pitch. So they'll probably substitute him and then bring him back on.
Kento Torrell is coming on. And Kento Tori comes on, and Japan have this free kick, which they take and pass down the right-hand side into the right wing. And Goto tries to come in field and shoot, but doesn't get the shot away. But Goto can have another go here. Left-footed deflection, nearly wrong foots Cherry in the Italian goal, but he recovers well. Just took all the sting out of the shot, but it did change the path of it, and that had to be watched. It was going to trickle in. Japan force a corner. Oh, sorry, Italy force a corner on the other end. Cavallotto is there, number 10 with the long hair. Gets the ball moving again, runs towards the middle third line. Tackled by Kawamura. Runs into the centre of the field. The whistle goes again. Referee's timeout here. Cavallotto needs to reset his eye mask. Bit of a scrappy 5 minutes at the start of this second half. Not quite as entertaining as the first so far.
No, it's a little bit too fast and furious. No one's putting the foot on the ball, and just, they need to just slow it down a little bit. Both teams really. It's all getting a little bit aggressive and a little bit too physical. Just need to get the ball down on the floor and play. I'm sure they'll calm down in a minute.
And that's the rhythm of the first half so far, but Cavallotto had to do something about that by running down the left wing. Challenge. And Yobo now on the far sideboard, looking to twist away and get a shot away, but he can't. And it's run clear by Kawamura towards the penalty area, shielded well by Jacopo Lilli, who does well, although he can't prevent a corner to Japan. Just got his body in the way of Kawamura, but it is a corner to the Japanese. Three players in the Italian wall. Kawamura and Tori, numbers 10 and 11, are there for Japan on this near side. Kawamura takes on the responsibility, but is challenged by Lilli. Lilli will try to get this away. It's cramped for room right inches away from his own byline, and he tries to find his goalkeeper, but the whistle has gone here.
Yeah, I think the ball was on the line, Rob, and when the goalkeeper went to pick it up, he inadvertently pushed it across the line, and he's given the corner away.
Smile on the face of Giacomo Cherry, the Italian keeper. Another corner to Japan. Kawamura retreats back towards the middle third, then turns very quickly, sharp turn, left-footed, he'll shoot and he'll drag it just wide. Good play by the Japanese skipper. Samurais still leading by a goal to nil. Nearly made it 2 there. As, at the other end, Cavallotto can't keep the ball in play. A Japanese restart. Held up by Dasuki. Finds Kawamura. In bright in the second half, and he's going to have a chance of a shot here, and it's well saved by Cherry, but was he outside of his area?
That looked very close to me, Robert. The foot was very close indeed.
Kawamura still twisting and turning on the edge of the penalty area, trying to negotiate a shot away from Cavallotto. Doesn't manage to do so, but I think it's another corner. Interesting to see that back. Dixie. Kawamura, lovely spin, real fast feet. And then the left-footed drive was wide of the post. Before this latest effort, cutting in from the left-hand side this time, the near far sideboard. And when the ball was saved by Cherry, it did look like he was outside of his area. Kawamura, though, tries another shot with the left foot. This time it's Yobo inside the penalty area. Yobo's had a quiet second half, haven't really seen much of him. There's an attacking force, he's trying to run the ball away. He's lost the ball in the middle, and forward come Japan. It's another good effort from Tori. Kento Tori, the number 11. Narrowly wide of Cherry's right-hand post, but it is Japan who are looking far more dangerous in this game. They lead by a goal to nil. Cavallotto on halfway for Italy, the number 10, has the ball. He's facing his own goal though, and now back inside his own defensive third. Good pass though to Yobo. Across field, and Yobo cuts in from the right-hand side. On his left foot, drags it back onto his right, tries to shoot, but he's crowded out by 4 Japanese players. And it's hacked clear. Jacopo Lilli lets it go out for an Italian. Restart, midway point of the second half. Referee's called a timeout. Japan lead by a goal to nil. These are the 2 chances fashioned by Kawamura. First one dragging the shot just wide. Good fast feet by Kawamura, using the sideboard to his advantage there, and then just turning round and having a left-footed effort.
All we can say is Italy got away with one there, Robert.
Giacomo Cherry now with this restart for Italy, trailing by a goal to nil here in Birmingham. Tori runs it clear for Japan. Along the near sideboard he goes, tracked by Cavallotto. Held up. Tori is then hurled to the ground by Cavallotto. That was about as clear as day, that. Oh dear me.
Looking at the Italian bench, you wouldn't have thought so, would you?
Cavallotto has just scooped the ball up into, and he's been red carded. He's been dismissed. Cavallotto for the foul, and I think the dissent perhaps afterwards.
Yes, I think it was a bit of both there, really. Silly decision. Gave the referee no option at all. let the occasion get to him a little bit. We'll have a look again, Rob.
Francisco Cavallotto shown a straight red card. The initial foul on Kento Tori. And then maybe he said something to the official. Certainly showed his displeasure at the decision. There's a yellow card shown to a member of the Italian coaching staff as well, as temperatures threaten to bubble over here.
Just to clarify the fact, what happens now, Italy will now play with 4 players, 3 outfield players, for the period of 2 minutes, or if Japan score a goal within that 2 minutes, they can bring another player on.
Cavallotto's still on the field at the moment, so 3-person wall, he's in the middle of it. It certainly looked like Cavallotto had been shown a red card, but whether it was one of the members of the coaching staff, apologies if that's the case, but Japan go on. They take the free kick, they force back into the middle third. Picked up by Yobo now for Italy. But now it's Japan making their way down the left-hand side through Goto. But Masaki Goto can't hold on to possession.
But they're all still there. The coaching staff are all still there.
There's Yobo with his back to goal on the edge of the Japanese defensive third. Japan have kept him very quiet in this second half. And long ball forward there by Marinho Febo. Doesn't reach an Italian player, and it's Japan who restart matters quickly through Tori. Cuts in towards the edge of the penalty area, unleashes a shot, but it's wide. Well, we'll try and get some clarification on the red card, because it looked like it had been shown the way of Francisco Cavallotto. But he remains on the field of play, so it appears that it might have been to a member of the Italian coaching staff. A yellow card was brandished as well.
But it looks to me like all the members of the coaching staff are still there. I'm not sure. We'll have to try and get it clarified.
The important thing is that both teams have the exact same number of players they started with. So no players have left the field. So if you're an Italian supporter watching on or listening in, none of the players have been sent off. They all remain on the field. But certainly there is some anger within the Italian camp. They feel decisions not going their way. So, latest timeout has finished. Japan still lead by 1-0. We've got 6 minutes and 19 seconds remaining in this contest. One of the members of the Italian coaching staff has been told to leave the venue and has currently stood outside the gates. So he was the one dismissed. Later on in this group, we've got Thailand against Turkey.
It's a corner to Italy, coming back into the game a little bit with 6 minutes to go.
Yobo's over this corner then for the Italians. Sun hidden behind a cloud at the moment, so it's just clouded over. As Yobo scoops the ball, left-footed, over towards the near sideboard. And he picked up by Cavallotto. And he's back to goal. He's facing the sideboard, turns away from 2 Japan players and stabs a shot across goal, a sort of cross-cam shot really, and it goes out for an Italian corner. Kawamura went over to defend and was only able to prod it out for a corner. Support in the stands for the Italians and the Japanese. Signed Japanese flag there. Looks like messages of encouragement. As, Yobo takes this corner from the right hand side, twists away from one, has a shot. Ball breaks for Cavallotto, but he can't bring it under control. And it allows Torri to run down the right hand side. Darting run from Torri. Torri into the penalty area. The angle's against him and he runs out of pitch. And Cherry launches it downfield to Yobo, but the referee wants the play brought back.
Yeah, that's you can't do that. The ball's got to bounce in your own half, so what it'll be an indirect free kick on the halfway line.
Substitution for Japan. Kento Torri makes way, the number 11. And on comes Taichi Hirabayashi, who scored the only goal of the game so far. Just over 5 minutes remaining in this one. Japan have this free kick then, exactly on halfway, closer to the far sideboard, and it's taken. Hirabayashi runs towards the penalty area, has a swing at the ball but misses. Hirabayashi picks up the loose ball though on the far sideboard, midway through the defensive third of Italy. Under significant pressure from Lilly, who's leaning in, hacking away at the ball. And Jacopo Lilly has actually won the free kick.
Well, the only assumption I can make of that is the ball was still for more than 4 seconds, and if that's the case, that's not allowed, so he's getting a free kick to Italy. Certainly didn't look like that from our point of view.
Lilly scoops the ball from the far side to the near side, looking for Cavallotto. It was a diagonal pass that Cavallotto couldn't retrieve. And it's thrown out by Dasuki to Kawamura down the left. His first touch is a heavy one. And now it's back with Giacomo Cherry, the Italian keeper. Gentle underarm throw to Cavallotto in the life back position for Italy. Clips it down to the far side, and Yobo brings the ball into control. Oh, and went for the return ball to Cavallotto, who continued his run. It just evaded him. Cavallotto picks up the ball though, inside the middle third, tries to find Yobo, can't do so. And Japan knock it clear with Goto, who tries to chase his own pass and does pick up the ball. He's into the Italian third, does well to keep his feet there and maintain possession with Kawamura. Kawamura now bending his run inside the area and just loses his balance as he went to shoot. Under pressure from Cavallotto, scooped up by Cherry, and the play goes on. Yobo from the far sideboard now. Just under 4 minutes remaining. Yobo, left-footed, has an effort on goal, but it lacked enough power to beat Seito Dasuki. Hirabayashi with a lovely turn. Hirabayashi now, the left wing roll, hits it against the defender Lilly and wins a corner. And that was a lovely run there by Hirabayashi.
Yeah, great run by the Japanese lad there, and more importantly, he's winding down the clock a little bit, so good bit of skill. Got an Italian player down injured at the moment. Seems to be all right though, no trainers coming on. And we got a Japanese Italian substitution as well.
Italy turn to Massimo Datalico, who comes on for Jacopo Lilli. Corner to Japan, far side. Kawamura is there with the goal scorer, Hirabayashi. Japan make a change. Misaki Goto makes way. On comes Tomonari Kuroda, the number 5 for Japan. Corner taken. Kawamura runs back. Now turns, gets into the penalty area. Tries to drill a shot goalwards, it's blocked and run clear by Yobo. Yobo into the middle third now. He's got 3 blue shirts around him, crowded out, and out come Japan once more. Hirabayashi challenged by Cavallotto. A nice little back heel away from the Italian number 10. Cavallotto, Kawamura challenging for the ball in that middle third over on the far side. Cavallotto, another back heel. Switching the play to this near side, but it's picked up by the man with the yellow boots. Kuroda goes to ground on the edge of the area, manages to get a shot away. Another attempt at a shot, misses his kick. Sub making an instant impact there. Italy clear it. It trickles towards Paul Yobo, does well. Collects the ball with his back to goal. Yobo runs down the left-hand side. Down goes one Japanese player. Yobo can't latch onto the loose ball. There's 3 Japanese players around him, right by the corner of the pitch, near side. And play has stopped here. Yobo's been penalised. There's Izumi Sasaki, who went to ground. I'm just seeing a pattern emerging in this game of Italy trying to go long to Yobo. You can see in the back of that shot there, Dixie, the Italian coach, who has been dismissed in this game.
Well, he's in the
Arms
shade.
folded.
He's in the shade, so he might calm down a little bit.
Japan go long from this free kick, and there's a turn in the area and a snapshot, but not finished off by Kuroda. And it's going to be an Italian ball squirmed clear in the penalty area. Cherry throws it downfield. Yobo can't quite control it. He was not far away, but it's out for a corner nonetheless. Just under 2 minutes left in this one. Japan lead by 1-0. Yobo with the ball, 10 metres out, shoots, deflected, good save. Carried away by Dasuki. First time really he's been stretched in this game.
Yeah, it was a great save by the Japanese keeper, because he's got deflected on the way through, so he's obviously seen it very late, but he's got there really well to his left-hand side and pushed it well clear of the goal. Well done. Good play by Yobo as well. So, yeah, we go on, minute and a half to go.
Yobo with another corner. Another shot, deflected once more. Corner. Italy pressing as we approach the last 90 seconds. Cavallotto is there, but you fancy Yobo's going to Try and have another shot here. Arcs around the D of the penalty area. Goes back into the middle third under some pressure. Looking for an opportunity, looking for an opening to shoot, which he does, but straight down the throat of Dasuki. Japan. Down the left-hand side they come. Chance of their own, but snatched effort in the end there. Which, dribbled across goal from Hirabayashi. Now it's back with Yobo. He's on the right wing position. Switches the play to Cavallotto. Number 10 for Italy. Close to the near sideboard he is, and he's now eased back into the middle third. Switches the play to Yobo. Brings it under control. Yobo into the penalty area. Brilliant turn, brilliant goal! What a strike from Italy's Paul Yobo. Jubilant scenes for the Italians. They draw level with just 43 seconds left on the clock. Japan 1, Italy 1. Paul Yobo with a special strike.
Just watching it again, you're right. Yeah, it's a cracking finish with his left foot. Yeah, he's high into the roof of the net with some pace and power. You've got to say the last couple of minutes, Italy have been pushing forward, looking for that equaliser, and I think they've got their just desserts. And we're having a little time out here for everyone to catch their breath again. I think we've probably just got about a minute to go. I think it was
43 seconds. Yep, it was a nice twist. He just got into the penalty area, and then half a yard of space really, under quite a bit of pressure, and that left foot is a powerful one, in high to the corner of Dasuki's right hand side. A rasping drive from Paul Yobo, and I said Japan had kept him quite quiet for large portions of this second half. It started the game brightly, but they seem to have handled him pretty well, and then he just managed. You could just see him building in confidence as this half's grown on.
Yeah, quite right, Rob. I thought they sort of weathered the storm from Yobo a little bit. He'd been very quiet for the first 10 minutes of the second half. But a player of his quality, if you give him a half a yard in the box, he's gonna punish you. And I'm sure the gentleman under the trees has cooled off a little bit now, and I expect he's a little bit happier too.
Italy make a change. Massimo D'Attolico comes off. Jacopo Lilli comes back on. So Japan to take this restart after Italy draw level. There is still time for a winner. Japan lose possession to Cavallotto down the near side. Cavallotto runs along the sideboard with Kawamura for company. Izumi Sasaki plays it back to his keeper, who knocks it to the far side. 20 seconds left. Is there time? It's going to run out here for a Japanese corner. Just under 14 seconds left. The coaching staff still unhappy with the referee, remonstrating on this near side. Passionate. Sure we can hear it. As a smile on the face of one of the officials. Japan have this corner. 3 players in the Italian wall. Kawamura, the Japanese captain, is he the hero? It's saved by Cherry. Got a little shot away there. Fairly comfortable save in the end by the Italian custodian, and he throws it out. And although it's with Paul Yobo, that is the full-time whistle. And you can see from the reaction of the players what this means to Italy. Peeling off their eye masks and celebrating wildly. That late equaliser from Paul Yobo, giving the Italians a point from their first game. Japan take a point too. They look disappointed. What did you make of the game, Dixie Dean?
Yeah, I think the Italians will be well pleased with that. That's a good result for them. I think historically Japan in the rankings have always been a little bit higher.
We're seeing the 2 goals back. Hirabayashi scoring for Japan, taking on that free kick on halfway. Running across to the right-hand side, swerving away from a number of Italian players and then shooting back across goal, beating the legs of Cherry. It was a lovely finish by the Japan number 6, getting them up and running in this tournament in the first half. Low drive into the bottom corner. Very little the keeper could do about that one. But Paul Yobo was a threat throughout the game. And in the end, he was able to equalise late on. Had one deflected shot tipped around the post. But not long after that, he had significant pressure. Got a shot away that was saved. Yobo, just a constant thorn in the side, really. It looked like they kept him fairly quiet. And after gathering a crossfield ball, he got into the penalty area, pulled it back onto his left foot, and drilled it high into the net. And the Italians, jubilant at the end of this one. They gather in a huddle in the centre of the field, jump around, have a sing. And the Japanese players noticeably disappointed as they leave the pitch. Yobo, known for his goal-scoring prowess, hitting the equalising goal here in the opening match of the men's tournament. Japan had that late corner which was comfortably saved by Cherry. But in Group A, after these 2 sides played out a draw, it's Japan and Italy with a point apiece. Thailand against Turkey is next up. Live coverage from the University of Birmingham. The IBSA World Games is very much up and running. The Italians make their way from the field to join their coach, who was sent off in the second half. I'm sure he'll be a happy man. He'll have simmered down a little bit. But the final score here from Birmingham. Thanks for tuning in and streaming wherever you are around the world. Dixie Dean's been alongside me, Rob Scanlon. It finishes here in the men's blind football competition Group A match. Japan 1, Italy 1. We'll see you soon.